That's so folks can hear us talk about this. Hello, folks on YouTube. Welcome to another episode of our multiplayer Let's Play Stellaris Let's Play. This is Northstar, so I'm a little behind between earlier streaming, taking care of some phone calls and apartment hunting, and getting a bit of a lecture on things I need to better in my current apartment so that I don't bother with the short terms of people coming in and out. Which, I mean, it was necessary. I'm not begrudging it. I'm just saying that leaves me a little tired. So I'm a little loopy, but I am here with Joe.
Hello.
I did a little bit off camera with designing templates, which can be kind of slow. Um, what buildings does it give you for free on your homeworld, by the way?
I've got uh let's see. Luxury residences, precinct houses, commercial zones, a faculty of archaeo studies, and a civilian industry. That's all I got
Uh,
at the start.
Hold on. Probably easier if I just see it visually
Oh yeah, I can send you a screenshot.
or screen share. Yeah, whichever. Uh, I definitely recommend disabling the precinct houses because enforcers are not that good, especially before you get traditions that buff them. They're definitely not that good. Um,
Just to save on money and make sure my pops work elsewhere.
to get them, yeah, to turn them into civilians so you can resell them cheaper. And actually,
Oh,
civilians are more productive than forcers if you don't need the crime reduction. I see. So you have a
or
archaeo studies
possible
in the
too.
archives, a
Yep,
civilian industries,
in the mixed
commercial.
industry.
Sorry, what?
A civilian industry in the mixed industry.
Yeah, in civilian industry and industrial specialization, and yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna subtly turn up some of the Discord stuff. I've been messing with the volume levels. Uh, there we go. Folks on YouTube should hear me a little clearer now. Um, sorry, hear Joe a little clearer now. So, let's see. Say
All right.
something.
Hello?
There we go. Just into the L. That's perfect.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I recommend for sure disabling the precinct house, because civilians are powerful. They're like neat little, you know, well, free
How,
labor.
how do you at what point do unemployed pops become civilians? Like immediately, or does it take some amount of time to transition? Because right now they're just unemployed specialists. Do they have to demote to workers, or are they not
Uh,
even?
what happens is basic unemployed pops demote straight into it's technically a stratum of its own. It shows up as
Ah,
workers, but
okay.
they're considered denizens. At least
I see.
civilians are. If you do Knights of Toxic God, you get squires, and the squires are actually considered to be workers for job priority, which is a little different, or even specialists. It's code a little different, but civilians, yeah, it demotes them down directly from unemployed to civilians usually.
Yeah.
So, um, it's hard to find pop happiness because uh, right when the game has first been paused, let's see, I'm just trying to see how happy my pops actually are. Loyalty circuits, 80, 89. Yeah, there's almost no crime in my homeworld. So yeah, you can actually go in and adjust the actual number of pops assigned to jobs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't have
With
to.
the slider.
Sorry, what?
With these sliders. Should
Yeah.
I should I fire all my enforcers? Because as
No.
enforcers,
Well, it depends how happy your pops are. I took loyalty circuits as one of my beginning traits. Uh, so my pops are 10% happier, so less crime right at the beginning. You might need to keep and I still keeping 20 enforcers around. You might want to keep like 30 or something, but yeah, you can definitely free up at least 70 pops just by firing a portion of the enforcers. It's much more granular. You can do down to the individual job. The AI will do that. I've seen them run like 17 enforcers on a world. The AI is at least
Oh,
smart enough to do that, which surprised me. They're still not very smart, but they're slightly less drooly than they used to be. So, uh, that's nice, at least.
hmm.
Um,
It's like, I don't know. Yeah, 30. Do they just not give like enough stability to be worth hiring, or
well, they give just a tiny bit of stability. Yeah, it's not nearly worth enough. They're more
yeah?
valuable as civilians.
So you mostly just want to build or have any enforcers for crime.
You just want to have the bare minimum to keep crime below
Yeah,
10%. You don't even need
I
to
see.
completely suppress crime. The ideal
Yeah.
crime number is 9%. Although that's really, I usually keep it like 7 or 8 or 6, depending on how fast the population is growing, just so I don't have to worry about overshooting. You can't roll any crime modifiers at below 10% crime. So
Okay.
there's absolutely no reason to keep crime any lower than 10%. It's actually irrelevant, like below then. A little bit of crime. Like you don't need to have your pop scan a moral panic because once in a while there's just a tiny bit of crime.
Yeah.
And with the police probably causing more harm and suffering through like beating people than, there are too many cops. Just want the most gentle hearted, I don't know, qualified people acting as cops in your society. There's different ways to understand. I don't know. Civil education, if you take that civic, you don't have enforcers, you have state educators,
Yeah.
which can be a little more worth running because they get some base unity even without traditions, and they give ethics attraction. So you might
Oh yeah.
actually want what?
Yeah. I remember. I think I used them in one of my in the multiplayer game that I'm playing with my friend Brian.
Yep.
But yeah.
All right. So, anyways, I don't even think I need 20 enforcers. I was just doing it because I have plus 5% job efficiency, so I get an extra one. I can probably get by with like 8 enforcers. I'll see if it's too low. I can always put a few back. Once I unpause it, it'll figure out how many I actually need. Yeah, I spent most of my time with species like template design, so I don't think I did. There's still glaring holes, things I haven't dealt with. Is this a valid design? Uh, probably, but probably doesn't add power projection. Sentinel snapper gun. Sorry. Let's see. Frame and foundation class. I create some really bare bones designs of ships to produce. Um, they can start maturing even when they don't have any components. I guess you can retrofit your biological ships later, or maybe I'll discover you can't. I don't know. Uh, Joe?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I wasn't necessarily asking. You got silent. I was like, did I
Oh.
talk your ear off?
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
pretty sure you can retrofit them like normal.
my leaders live to be 100? Oh, leader lifespan plus 20 and lower starting age. Oh, machines are so overpowered. Such an overpowered start. Uh, charismatic, principled, charismatic. I actually have a really good official available level 2 who's already charismatic. We can
Sweet.
swap in as my minister of state. What?
Sweet.
Um, One thing I learned that I didn't really realize before is that it may be
Yeah.
worth actually I have lots of good leaders. It may be worth reforming your government really early, even before you get your third civic, because it lets you re-select all your council positions without having to reorganize the council. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
often worth getting rid of the Minister of State really early. And the Minister of Defense if you're not going to build many ships, because then it's easier to make militarists happier
Don't you
with
have? Don't you get like debuffs for getting rid of the ministers?
yes, but so the Minister of Defense gives a slight decrease to ship, army, and starbase upkeep. If you don't have one, you obviously don't get that, and you also get minus 25% naval capacity, which is a entirely, survivable debuff, especially if you have more naval capacity than you need, or like you're really early. You might want to keep the Minister of Defense unless you're like Knight's the Toxic God. I'm just used to playing that one, and you have so much
Yeah.
naval capacity from Knight jobs that you. But yeah, the Minister of
I
State,
guess
all
once
they
you have,
do, what?
I guess once you have like a ton of naval capacity, it's worth replacing.
Yeah, if for some reason you have a bunch of excess. And the Minister of State, though, they just give first contact speed and envoy improvement, harm relations, infiltration speed. Honestly, I think you usually be better off with a counselor who does something economic than a Minister of State early on.
Yeah.
Um, they could either get Uni from lubrication or roboticist upkeep. Okay, those both suck. Maybe not. Yeah, this is like 2 extra unity from counselors. Maybe I do want to keep not reform my government, but you might want to do it fairly early on. What are your civics again? Trading posts and
Oh, astrogenesis technologies.
oh
The
yeah,
Genesis arc one.
yeah, the Genesis guides one, which is nice because whenever you put a Genesis arc on a planet, you get a bunch of uni. It's like 500 for the first, 1,000 for the second. It goes up 500 each time.
Oh
So
yeah.
if you settle a lot of places, or you get so much uni, and then you can swap to something better once you've uplifted the pre-sapiens because you get even more uni from that, and you get a monument if you're still a Genesis guy when you uplift them. So you should do that, and then you can consider getting rid of Astrogenesis once you're like can't get any more colonizable worlds in your borders and you've uplifted all the pre-sapiens. But that's a good one early game.
Yeah.
Trading posts. Yeah, I guess that's good for a lot of the early game too. Although you might just release a couple vassals with a bunch of star bases and then get rid of it. Because remember, they have all. If you release a vassal, they have. No, shoot, this doesn't apply to megacores. If you release a vassal, they have your civics, but megacores release oligarchies. So your vassals won't actually get trading posts. That's right. Whoops. Still a good thing to have early game because
Oh, my
what is it?
vassal won't be a mega corporation.
Nope, there'll be an oligarchy, so you can build branch offices on them.
Oh, I see. Wow,
Uh,
that
hmm?
makes sense.
Yep. I'm gonna set. I think I'm gonna set exploration as my focus. Uh,
Same.
oh, it's already set. I can change the focus for the first 5 years. Well, I'll leave it on exploration. I might go to development. I like development. I like exploration. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of conquest unless I'm as a pacifist. Uh, Poof, poof. I didn't queue up any surveys, nothing. All I did was design some templates. Uh, Fun.
Do you think I should switch to expansionist
Oh,
policy?
you start as mercantile. That gives you extra trade
Yeah.
value, right?
Yeah, just like 10%.
I wouldn't switch until you've actually built your first like
Oh, until I've
colony,
surveyed
or at least till you're ready to build your first outpost. But probably not till you've
yeah.
actually put a Genesis arc down somewhere, so that the colony will develop faster. Because that extra trade value is actually really nice. Well, no, if you're building a lot of outposts, the alloy savings might be better. But I would at least not do it until you're ready to actually, like, you have a construction ship in place in a surveyed
Yeah.
system, and you're
Yeah.
ready to build the outpost.
Yeah. That
And
makes
that's
sense.
and sometimes it's worth not building outposts for a little bit and just focusing on building up your home planet for a little while. Not for a long time, but you might even want to delay it for a little while longer because of that. So yeah, I
Oh,
would
just to
not.
save on minerals, or
Well, because it costs alloys to build all those outposts, and yeah, minerals. And the minerals are actually probably better used to build buildings and districts on your homeworld at first. Like to add more mining districts or city districts or whatever, right?
yeah.
You're an organic species, so you get faster pop growth, more housing. I don't because I'm machines, and machines don't care. The roboticists are just as productive no matter what, you know? Um, so if you add city districts, you'll get faster population growth.
I see. I'm
Um,
already at my district capacity. Oh, right. Yeah, I have a bunch of planetary features to clear.
yeah, Relic World, you would start with, I think, a lot of blockers, but the
Yeah.
blockers, I think you get like a tech when you clear them or something. I don't remember. Maybe they got rid of
Um,
that. I think that
I
used to.
get minor artifacts.
Oh, minor artifacts.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything about gaining a technology.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, they probably got rid of that because it was too
Wait, maybe.
overpowered.
It says these ruins likely contain some of our lost knowledge.
Yes, you get a
It
technology.
doesn't explicitly say tech, but I assume that's what that means.
That's what that means. So yes,
Cool.
you'll get technologies, random text when you clear those blockers.
Oh, okay.
So that can be nice, although it can be worth if you have done a few more. You'll get maybe slightly higher tier techs if you have a bunch of tier ones. You might manage to get tier two tech, but yeah, it's
Keep
probably
going
worth
off.
just clearing them quickly because it'll also add to your pop growth. So I would just clear them right away, probably. But there's an
Yeah.
argument to be made for either one. I don't think either is a clearly bad choice, is all I'm saying.
Probably want to clear the slums first, right? Get that extra 100 pops.
Yeah, that really pays for itself and it adds to pop growth because again, housing. Um,
Yeah.
I chose molebots so I can build housing districts underground, like where mining district buildings will go. I can build theaters, commercial zones, or luxury residences, or precinct houses. All of them in my mining district build slots. And I start with subterranean urbanization specialization already selected. It's apparently an alternate specialization that doesn't give as many miner jobs, but it gives traders and a lot more housing than mineral
Oh,
extraction. Yeah, it's unique to subterranean empires. They get a third
they get a
specialization for
specialization.
their mining districts, and that they can do right from the beginning of the game, and they start with one already built.
That's
Sorry,
pretty
what were you
cool.
saying?
Um, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe since multiplayer it's easy to switch empires. Maybe at some point you get semi pops. You can even you switch to playing as a molebot empire. If your founder species is molebots, that'll over like that empire when you release a vassal will be a molebot empire with have the origin, have the special features, and you'll still have.
Yeah,
I mean, your homeworld. You chose an origin that basically gives you a special homeworld, so that's not going away if you swap to playing as a different empire someday. So you
makes
could
sense.
like what?
That makes sense.
So you could potentially like take like World Shaper and Arcology Project and build up like all these plants with these terraforming perks and stuff and mastering nature, and then you could swap, release a vassal, and then the next time we load the multiplayer save, you can play as the vassal. Some people may consider that cheating, but who freaking cares? It's so much fun, you know?
Yeah,
So I don't know. And you can swap to another empire more legit ways if you want anyways, like having an AI rebellion, although you usually have to play as like a stall if you do that, or or getting conquered. If you get wiped from the game, you get to swap to another empire. So it's not like there aren't other ways to do exactly the same thing.
yeah.
This is just easier. Anyways, I didn't figure out what the heck I was gonna be doing. I need to build something, obviously. Um, I'm materialist. Materialist gets, yeah, reduced robot upkeep. I think we discussed that. We were trying to figure out if they do. It does look like they get reduced upkeep. Um, 2.14 energy upkeep for 12 pops. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's including civilians too. Yeah, it's still less than 12. But they also get an agenda. Um, Progressive growth, which adds to mechanical pop assembly speed. So it's actually really nice. And it gives machine templates systems earlier as a guaranteed option, which adds to leader lifespan as a robot empire. Oof, that's amazing. So yeah, analyze robot mining. So cool stuff. Cool stuff.
That scorpion just not scorpion, that roach just fucking ate my scorpion. He ate my scorpion.
Hmm. I'm not super familiar with playing as robots, but what? Why does it cost food to build my colony ships? Oh, because it's a bioship. I was like, shouldn't it
Yeah.
be? Yeah, because it should be normally 200 energy, 200 consumer goods, 100 alloys. It looks like it's 350 food instead of 100 alloys, which is actually slightly cheaper.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
do need,
you don't have to spend as much alloys on most of your ships.
yeah, that's nice. This is gonna get take some getting used to though. The
Yeah. Oh yeah.
everything's a little
Especially
different.
especially when you like start building habitats out of like mostly food. That was something I forgot was gonna happen.
Looks like outposts also cost food for me, and mining
Yeah.
stations and stuff. My economic stations are built out of food. Oh shit, that's here I was selling food, and then I realized that I use food to build.
Oops.
Wow, that's actually really nice in the longer term because alloys are kind of limited by build slots and cities. It's
Yeah.
usually easy to produce tons and tons of food, but and workers are cheaper to maintain if you're um. Oh yeah, you don't have any factions yet, right? Because you're
Not yet.
um when you have factions, unfortunately, you are going to not have your authoritarians be happy because you start with pre-sapiens on your homeworld because you start with astrogenesis. You have
Oh.
300 pre-sapiens, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Authoritarians don't like that.
It's a bug. It forgets to check that the pops are sentient before deciding whether they're under stratified economy or not. Once you start building robots, though, they'll be happy again because robots or slaves or props that are being purged will always make authoritarians happy regardless of living standards. So you're going to want to rush to get robotics really early.
Oh, okay.
Like, because the moment you build your first robot, your authoritarians will be happier. In addition to the fact that it's really great for pop growth. So, I just wanted to give you a heads up on that.
I see.
Uh, do I start with food processing tech? I just noticed. Is that a change in the way the game works? No, I don't have it yet. It was like, I don't have the tech for food. Oh, requires food processing. Yep, I don't have the tech. Uh, Standardized malware incubators. Yeah, I can use biology to do my bioships instead of engineering. If I
Huh.
had known that, I would have definitely done bioships in my Knights run because the oh yeah, your astrogenesis tech, right? And I'm
What do you
just
mean?
sorry, your astrogenesis like as your civic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the Civic. One of my starting ones.
Yeah. So with astrogenesis, you get a counselor that improves biology research speed by 5% per level.
Yeah.
And are you bioships or did you go with mechanical ships?
Mechanical.
Oh, darn. I was going to say that there's a synergy with taking bioships because,
Yeah, they
y
they use
what?
biology. They use biology.
Yeah, because a lot of the stuff uses biology. And then when you uplift species, it actually matters what tech you are running in society because some techs might have like counselors that buff them. And it takes out of the final society research, like after buffs from the head of research and stuff, how many points to determine how long it takes to uplift a pre-sapient. So if you have that bio counselor and you're doing a biotech, you're gonna produce more society points and you can do uplifts quicker and it doesn't cost you as much science in effect. So
Hmm. I see.
we could I guess we could redo this if you wanted to play with bioships. If you, I mean, it is a missed opportunity, but it's fine if you don't. I just putting that out there because I just realized that there's that huge synergy that you're missing out on. But you said you did before. Did you like playing with bioships set or would you prefer mechanical?
They're all right, but I think I wanna do mechanical again.
Okay, well, yep, that's how you want to play. So yeah, I'm very happy to start as a machine species with bioships, although unfortunately with a machine primary species I can't get any of the advanced garments. So I may do shenanigans with releasing a vassal and swapping them at some point so I can get one of the advanced garment types that's actually, Molbots is for
Why
species trait.
why can't you get advanced government?
Uh, because advanced garments come from becoming, there's either taking the biological ascension, the cyborg ascension, or becoming robots. I'm already robots, so I instead get the like this synthetic age ascension, which instead of giving me advanced garments, gives me some deposits like dark matter and living metal and stuff, but it doesn't give
Yeah.
me access to any advanced garment types. So I'm stuck with
Really?
the, yeah.
Huh.
So, I mean, that was how they did it right back with Machine Age. So actually, biological empires become machine empires actually
They don't have
stronger.
advanced authorities.
Nope, no advanced authorities for me. Although I do get, really
Huh.
nifty species that, yeah, I don't know. If I find a subterranean, I don't want to mess up the whole subterranean development thing, but if I find a subterranean organic species, I may swap to them as my primary at some point by like vassal shenanigans. Uh, you know, plays them, and then
Yeah.
I still get most of the same buffs as Molbots, and I still have the machine pops around. They're just not the founder species anymore at that point. Um, yeah, I don't know. Of course, then I won't get roboticist jobs in the capital, so maybe I just leave it how it is, and I won't get any of the robotic civics. You get better civics that are better suited to being a mechanical species. As a, like, I can run lubrication tanks, which is not something you can run if you start as a biological species. Or
Yeah.
war bots. Static research analysis. Let's see. What other things are unique? There's a lot of stuff this is the same. Looks like it's just a handful of things. Da, 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 da. Hmm. Yeah, it looks like it's just those three unique civics. Lubrication, or four. Lubrication tanks, rapid replicator, both of which I'm currently running. Warbots, and static research analysis. So, yeah, you get access to four robot only civics, but you don't get advanced authorities if you start. And of course, I'll be able to generate dark matter, living metal, and nanobots before I choose my path, which will probably be modularity. So maybe I'll stick with this. But anyways, Are you ready to go or
Oh,
to
I think they
unpause?
do have. I think they have their own. I think modularity has like advanced authorities.
Nope. No advanced authorities for modularity. I checked. You're thinking of the physical path if you synthesize. That's where you become machines.
Oh, I see.
They have modularity traits. They can do the same traits that I can if I go modularity. I
That's
can go
weird.
virtual or modularity and get unique tradition trees for them.
Yeah.
That are more hyper specialized for that than if I were to go synthesization and only use the synthetics tree. So I get better tradition trees, a few unique civics that are good for robots. I get roboticist jobs in my capital. So there's some things that I do get in exchange for not getting advanced authorities. It might actually be better to stick with what I want, unless I want to mess with like terraforming ascension perks, so maybe I will. It just feels kind of bad not getting advanced authorities. I think there should be a way around that, but that would just make robots even more overpowered, so maybe not.
I still feel like they should have their own advanced authorities, or like unique to their ascensions.
Anyways, do you want to unpause it now?
Yeah, I'm good on pause.
Alright, I think it's on slow for now. Because a bunch of stuff happens one day in, so... You might probably got it. Oh, I got a new Empire here. That's because I'm an Imperial Authority, so I roll a leader on the second day, and it calculates like pop happiness. It doesn't do that until you unpause and run a day like I just did. Oh! Look at this! The Fertility Preacher, if you're a robot, gives mechanical pop assembly speed instead of... And they still get food, which is nice if you have bioships. Oh, I couldn't have asked for a better hair. Yeah. Pop growth is king, and this will help with farming. I'm switching my Minister of State right now. Also, this will cause my heir to level up quicker, so they'll be a better leader someday. So extra faster pop growth and more food production, but I no longer have Principled is okay, but hold on. Authoritarian. Oh, geez. The other, you know that you need like the factions demand like representation on the council usually, or they get pissed at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, all my leaders are authoritarians. All 3 on the council.
Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Shoot. Give me a second. I don't have any good... I have an enlister. Could make an alternate. Start defense someday. I don't really want that. Let me just see how much of each is going to end up in each. Oh, and have a lot of materialists too. This is going to be a freaking problem. Alright, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to want to probably expand the council right off the bat. Because this is going to suck otherwise.
you already have factions?
No, but it won't be long until I have them.
Okay. I see.
But yeah, I need to fire someone. This guy, this is principled. He's not as good. He doesn't have any particular strength as a governor, and he doesn't have any experience. Dismissed. My heir will govern my homeworld as well. And I have to mess around with hiring and firing leaders later. There's definitely going to be some shenanigans pulled. Alright, well anyways, how much crime do you have in your on your homeworld now, by the way? You should have calculated crime in the second day.
No crime.
None?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't have hardly any either, but that's because I got loyalty circuits. Not gonna run any enforcers then, for now. Alright. I'll just unpause.
You give them stuff, right?
My unemployed enforcers are still back.
Sorry. Hold on.
Does it take a month for them to get demoted, or
I turned up the music too loud. I'm sorry, I was having trouble hearing you. Say that again?
I've got unemployed pops. They haven't become civilians yet. Will that happen at the monthly tick, or?
It takes a few months. It takes about 6 to 7 months.
I see. Okay. All right.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn up the chat volume because I really have having trouble hearing you. Alright,
Sorry.
there we no, it's not your fault, it's my settings. Okay, I need to be able to hear you, especially with the game music being...
You don't hear too much background noise, do you?
Nope, I don't have any background noise right now. It's just the...
Oh,
the
okay.
I turned on the game music and... Alright, anyways, let the month take over. Oop. Now I can build my first building. Give me a sec. Oh, shoot. 440. Oh, costs more because, darn it. Darn it. Darn it. Alright, I'll just unpause for a little while. Sorry. I can't build anything because it costs extra because subterranean. You might be able to build stuff now.
Oh, yeah. Not enough minerals.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah.
See? Who knows?
Oh, actually, it looks like I'm building a mining station right now.
Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna queue up a small monthly trade of energy. Don't want to overdo it. Just to get tile blockers. Get the sprawling slums clear. I usually do that as my first action on the capital because it gives you extra pops.
Yeah.
Oh shit, now it calculates crime. You want to guess how much crime I got on my homeworld?
Oh. Yeah, I see the crime. Now I have 22%.
Okay, well now you can control click and just assign enforcers, or you can just normal click. One, you can fine tune it to the exact number you want. You don't have to. I guess with stratified, unemployed pops generate, like, they're less happy, so they tend to generate more crime.
I see.
Yep.
I can hire my enforcers back.
Yep. You probably don't need to do them all. I'm running 81 enforcers, and now I'm at 8% crime with 81 enforcers, so. Let's see. Yeah, 81's plenty. You probably need to run like 90 enforcers or something. Or 92. Somewhere around there. A little more than me because you don't have loyalty circuits.
I'm running 90 with 7% crime.
Oh, you could turn it down a little. You can go down to like, if you control click, you could go down to like 86 enforcers or something. That's odd that you have about the same crime as me, even though... How many pops do you have?
4.8.
48. 4.8 thousand? Oh yeah,
Yeah, 4.8k.
we have the same population. Weird. It must be that some things make your population happier than mine.
Hmm.
Don't worry about it. Anyways, I need to get started
Not
on
sure.
a mining station.
Amenities?
You have what?
High amenities?
How many amenities do you have? I have 1.3k excess.
Oh, I have 3k excess.
Oh, yeah, you have way more amenities than I do. It's probably because lubrication terminals cost amenities.
Ah, okay. I see. I didn't know amenities and happiness would affect crime that much. Okay.
Yeah, lubrication terminal jobs actually add to pop amenities use. So, oof. Pop amenities use for 4824 is almost 4,000 pop amenities use. That's not bad. Isn't that it's about what it should be. Weird.
I've got 2,700 pop amenities usage.
Oh, yeah, so my pop's using way more amenities than yours. Okay. But yeah, I'm running 81 enforcers. You might be able to run even fewer than me, because your pops are actually happier than
I
mine.
think I'm running exactly 80 for 9%.
Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I have extra job efficiency. 81 enforcers is like 86 for you, because I have a plus 5% job efficiency, so... Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still can getting by with slightly fewer enforcers than me. Interesting. Anyways, Sprong Slums. What?
Oh, never mind. The Planetary Administration has enforcers. Okay.
Yep. Oh, are you clearing your Sprong Slums yet, by the way?
Yep. Started clearing them as soon as I could.
Yeah, I was gonna say I actually bought some energy just to be able to do that.
Yeah, same. Same.
Bought energy, bought minerals.
I've got 200 minerals, so I'm still waiting on building something. But I do have my civilian ship building a mining station. I don't know if that was a good idea. It's a 3-mineral mining station. So.
Oh, yeah, that might be worth it. 3 mineral. I only have 2 mineral 1 available. I'm actually doing energy station first. Anyways, on pause.
I've got way more energy than I got minerals.
I'm bringing in about the same surplus of both.
So I don't... How exactly does trade policy work now? Because like last time it would convert 100% of your trade into, stuff. But now like trade is an actual good that we can use to buy stuff. So what?
So how it works,
exactly
I know,
does trade
if
policy
you
do?
go over to government policies and edicts, by the way, which what's your war philosophy? This is actually another day one thing I must always change.
Oh, I'm on Liberation Wars right now.
You might want to change it to defensive only to begin with, because
How come?
hold on. By the way, I'm gonna turn off prohibit population controls because I don't have any other empires for a while. How come? Because your pacifists will like it if you're a defensive wars only and you don't have any factions that will like liberation wars, and you're not gonna fight a war in the first 10 years, I assume. So
Yeah,
you can
that's
always
fair.
change it back when you're ready to actually use a liberation war.
Okay.
And by doing it now, it lets you get the cooldown to swap back
get the cooldown out of
over,
the way.
so you can instantly swap back as soon as you're...
Makes sense.
Oh, I can... Shoot. Okay, I'm already screwing stuff up.
Oh, well,
I can run peace
what do you-
festivals right off the bat.
Yeah.
I could have
just
done the
realized-
second month.
Should I
Yeah,
do that as well?
Yep. Peace festivals and information quarantine if you're authoritarian. Those are both great things to run because they add to stability right in the beginning of the game. Peace festivals is actually better than information quarantine because it gives you 6% stability and reduces crime. So I can probably actually get away with fewer enforcers now, too. Oh,
Some parts.
Sweet.
wait. okay, the game's decided my crime is higher than it was before.
Oh yeah. Same here.
Some of the stuff doesn't kick in right away from the beginning of the game.
Oh well, 11%. I guess I gotta turn on my precinct house.
At 11, as long as you haven't hit like 25%, the odds of getting a crime modifier is so low. I would just leave it be for now.
Okay.
And if you want, here's something you can do if you want to bring the crime down. Launch an anti-crime campaign. That's probably what I'll do. It's worth
I don't
it.
have the Unity for that.
Yeah, you'll get it soon. As soon as I have the Uni, I'm doing an anti-crime campaign. So, alright. Then you can
luxury goods.
You could what?
If only I had the ability to distribute luxury goods.
Oh, it's incredibly
That would
expensive now.
solve that. Yeah. I thought it was a lot cheaper.
Used to be. They made it more expensive because people were doing it all the time.
Yeah.
It
I was
wasn't even a
spamming.
question. What?
Same with that food edict. Or decision, rather. I remember spamming
Nutritional
that one.
plentitude? Oh, I still do that.
Yeah.
Always.
That exists? That still exists? Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
you just
as an
need...
edict. Sorry. It used to be a planetary decision.
Oh yeah, they made an edict now. It's actually
Ah.
easier to deal with. You just run nutritional plenitude as an edict. You need gene crops, so you need level 3 agriculture tech for it.
Okay.
I don't think I can get it as a machine empire though, but you can definitely do it.
Yeah.
Even if I get some organic species by like uplifting pre-sapiens or conquering another empire, I don't think I can do that.
Should I build a science ship right away?
With alloys?
Yeah.
I might do a couple outposts before you do your science ship. Plus you need a scientist on the science ship, and you probably want to do an anti-crime campaign first.
Right, Unity.
Yeah, or you can make a crime ordeal, but won't have as many civilians then.
I mean, I don't mind using my precinct houses.
I mean, yeah, but anti-crime campaign is way more pop efficient than that, and then it frees up the build slot. But even the energy upkeep of the precinct houses, and of course the labor it ties up, you're better off not. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably reform my government. Shoot, these are both good civics to have, but possible I might want to do Genesis guides at some point to make sure I get organic species as a secondary, because it'll add to pop growth. Yeah, I might want to swap out of rapid replicators at some point. Lubrication tanks effectively doubles the number of roboticists I have right now, but rapid replicators is just plus 20%. So yeah, I'll probably swap into Genesis guides before I actually start colonizing any worlds, you know? Because Genesis guides is just amazing. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do one colony without. You don't need to get that free union every single world. It's.
Oh yeah. So how does trade policy work now?
How does trade policy work?
Yeah.
It's policy under policies and edicts. Trade policy. You start off with only being able to do wealth creation. Half your trade goes into energy, and the other half sits as trade. If you cap out your trade storage, which is 50k, then I think it all goes into energy at that point.
Oh my god, the scorpion found me.
But trade is used to buy and sell resources, and early on, especially hive minds really like to trade for trade because they have trouble generating trade value themselves. So you can sell empires trade value for other resources instead of using your internal market. It's often a good deal to do that.
It looks like more than half of it is being consumed for trade policy, though.
Oh yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it should be produced, consumed for the trade policy.
Because like I'm making 120 trade, but I'm consuming 80 of it for the trade policy instead of 60.
I've never quite understood it.
It's not actually exactly
I
half.
think it's half of the raw production, but then also a higher proportion of the surplus. I don't know. It's supposed to be half, but I can tell you this. You do, part of it goes into energy and part of it goes into the stored trade. And you need stored trade for planetary deficits, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's always 660. You need to swap civics this early? Okay, yeah, I definitely want to do that just to get rid of my Minister of State, and for I'll probably swap it to Genesis Guides. It's actually so good. I'll do an early civics change just to restock my council and get Genesis Guides and get the special counselor. Anyways, I'll pause it if you're good. I was talking, and I can't talk and walk and chew gum at the same time anymore with my long COVID, it seems like, so. Hold on, there's something I might want to do with my fleet real quick. What ships do I have? A feedback and 2 algorithms. I might want to retrofit one of my ship designs here. I'm not terribly fond of the beginning designs that relies too heavily on armor, which is way higher upkeep. So. We get a third more. I'm just deciding which ones I want to refit. Give me 1 second. Oh. Yeah, actually, it's the same. Hey, Joe, take a look at your Corvette designs. You haven't actually messed with custom Corvette designs yourself, have you?
Nope.
This
I've
is a
never
good
made
time
design,
to.
actually.
Oh, well, this is a great time to do it. If you go over to the ship designer, which is under fleet management.
Do you want me to stream?
What?
Do you want me to stream it?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what you get for one of your values for something to compare bioships and mechanical. And also, this is a great time to teach you how to make a absolute crap Corvette that you just keep for naval power projection and upgrade later when you actually fight with it. So, like, that's the first thing I think any new player should learn how to do, so they learn the basics of ship stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
watch
hilarious.
stream. Yeah, so if you create I would first of all turn off the auto upgrade and auto generate designs so you can make your own custom ones and not have the game like give you, otherwise you have 50 versions of that thing. You can just hit save so that it knows you're not upgrading. Or no. Oh, you have to turn it off for auto generate in the bottom left. And now you can save it. Now you can turn off. And I would do the same for those. Just turn off the auto upgrades. But now if you create a new design, look at the ruler of the evening sky for a second first, actually. So if you hover over the shields, I'm curious what your shield regen is. 0.5 and you get 75. Okay. For my Corvettes, it's 0.9 and I get 60 shield hit points. So I get less hit points but more regen as a bioship. And let's see, you start with 200 hull, right? And
yep.
And then
100
let's
armor.
see. Yep, so you start with 100, 150, 300, 450. Whereas my bioship starts off with 1 armor, 1 hull, and so it ends up with 300 health, 80, 60. So it's about the same durability, but more of it's in hull points. That's what I thought. And more regen. Um. Wait. Armor regens for biological ships? Daily armor regen?
Oh,
When under half armor, you gain armor regen.
cool.
Still way more upkeep though I never liked the early emphasis on. But yeah, anyways, if you do new design in the upper left and just a Corvette, and I suggest a custom so it doesn't fill with components. And then if you click section there, you can select, I suggest a picket ship because you don't start with any picket ships, and they also make great bare bones.
Picket ship.
Yeah. Or maybe not. Actually, no. Maybe you can do it a ship that's unarmed now. You used to be required to do it because of piracy mechanics, but actually, yeah, picket ships allow you to put on like point defense, so you can shoot down missiles and such, which can be nice. Or to deal with like space amoebas. You know, they have the little things that those are fighters considered to be fighters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I personally like to put, plus a lot of early ship designs other empires use missiles. So I personally like to field some really dirt cheap picket ships with the sentinel point defense and nothing else for weapons at the beginning. There's an argument to be made for instead going like 3 energy siphons or something if you want a really cheap ship, but an upkeep. But anyways, and then you can just leave the rest blank, and you can even strip the FDL drive to save a little bit of construction cost. So that's the second one on the left. You click that. It's under the reactor. If you click that and go no FDL drive, you'll have a ship that can't leave your home system until you upgrade it, which is fine, because this just sits in crew quarters you wouldn't want to send anywhere. And then when you're ready to, when you have a little more alloys, and your shipyard's probably staying idle early, then you can upgrade it, give an FTL drive, which you might have level 2 FTL drives by that point anyways. And, you know, give it some shields and give it some guns, and then it can, you know, but this is dirt cheap. It only costs 53 alloys to build.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can give it some name. I like to call them frame or truss or garbage or sentinel class. I like, you can type in your own name so you know that this is a piece of shit that you wouldn't actually want to do anything with. Or you can use the pregen, whatever, it's up to you. It'll call it Corvette frame Corvette if you call it that. Yeah, it's gonna append Corvette to the end of the name, so whatever you pick. And then if you save it, it'll it's just warning you in red that it doesn't have an FDL drive, so it can't leave the home system. But yeah, now you have a really cheap Corvette that you can mass produce. And it will go in a separate fleet from your other one because FTL and non-FTL drive ships can't be in the same fleet together. But that's fine. You can upgrade it and merge it in when you're ready.
Is there any reason to make like FTL drive lacking fleets? Like if you just want to spend a one system?
For like 3 reasons. One, they're cheaper to build, so you can do stuff like this and upgrade them later. 2, sometimes you just really have a critical system you need to defend, so you just want the fleets to be there all the time anyways, so there's no real need for an FTL drive, although they can't do emergency jumps out. So
yeah,
like, but if you're
there,
yes,
if
but
they lose the battle.
So yeah, and 3, if you like, there may be some weird stuff with MIA mechanics. If you like release a sector that has those ships in it, and then the vassal closes borders to you or something. So yeah, there's some weirdness that can happen. But yeah, mainly it's for saving money or defending really critical systems. And you just use them for naval power projection early on. Really
Yeah.
cheap, because alloys. There's an early game alloys crunch. So, like I have something that is nothing but Sentinel snapper guns, which, out of curiosity, how much does your damage does your Sentinel point defense do?
Um, 2 to 4. Looks
Oh,
like.
4.5 per tick. Okay, that's the same. It's identical to the biological equivalent. Anyways, I'm gonna stop watching the stream to make it not lag, but that's interesting. I just maybe folks in YouTube will enjoy the comparison or learn something today. I think that's kind of cool. There's also some extra slot. I don't know what it's used for here, but yeah, like I always start with 12% naval power projection at the beginning here, which is pitiful.
9%.
This is interesting. I start with like a destroyer equivalent, and it's actually cheaper, I think, to get naval power projection from them. Oh, that's because this thing literally has no weapons they built. It's like, why is this so cheap? It's because it's got no guns.
Charlotte, I have Charlotte as the high profit.
It has more upkeep costs, though, in some ways.
And the council is just the.
Oh, it's not bad. Actually, it's less.
Prophets, which heal the group. They're just the healers. I have disciples, which are the just regular members. I have initiates, which are.
Anyways, so I've got a bit of an early game food crunch, even though I don't feed my pups food just because I need so much for ship fleets. That's actually kind of cool. You ready for me to unpause it again?
Yep.
I really want to get the anti-crime campaign in place. I got a leader to hire, and I need to actually start on an ag district next month, or whenever this is.
I met a fallen empire.
Already?
Yeah, enigmatic observers. They're very close to me.
Holy moly! Oh, let me see. This I gotta see. That's amazing luck, but I just want. I'm curious.
They're
Yeah.
very, very close to me.
To have met them already?
Yeah.
Woo!
Literally 2 systems away.
Oh yeah. And you didn't even have to decode their language, and you'll get the first contact with alien life thing right away. May as well tell him love is friendship set to music. They're never gonna do anything hostile,
Please
so you might
do anything?
probably not, but I would still choose the friendly one just in case. The first one is friendly, the
Yeah.
second is cautious and means they don't
You will
infiltrate
be our
you.
friends whether you want it or not.
That makes them hate you, or at least with most empires. The first makes them like you, and the middle just makes them have slower intel gain on you, which there's no
Yeah.
reason to do. And I don't think fallen empires probably don't care, but I would just choose the friendly one just in case they do. I've never. Fallen empires is so powerful they can squish you like bugs. Oh, those are like
We
the
have
Zora from
Oh, from Zelda, yeah.
Majora's Mask. They look exactly. I'm surprised they didn't get copyright infringed on that. Probably because they borrow from every sci-fi and fantasy, and
Yeah.
everyone would hit them with the copyrights if the laws could be enforced that way. But yeah, I would definitely love his friendship. But the nice thing that you met them so quickly is once they become patronizing to you, which there are a few ways to do it. You can either become a fanatic xenophile yourself, and I think they become patronizing without you doing anything else.
Yeah.
If you don't have any policies that piss them off. They also, if they make a demand and you meet it, oh yeah, what's your policies? If I could take a quick look, because there are some policies that affect whether xenophiles like you. And since you now are...
I'm xenophile.
Yes, but what are your government policies? Slavery disabled. You're going to want to set it to...
slavery?
Yep.
Oh Okay.
You
There
can
we
always re-enable it when you have actual pops, but they don't like it
I
if you
don't-
have
Yeah.
purge or slavery enabled. I know that. And population controls upsets your own egalitarian faction, so I would just prohibit them. Refugees, welcome. Research debris. Yeah, those are all cool. Yeah, I just prohibiting slavery will make xenophiles. They have a -10 to
What is it?
opinion. This will allow you to replace 500 pops
Oh,
with your own primary species when you conquer another planet. It's
where do
generally
they
not.
go?
They just disappear or they become refugees
Oh,
to other
that's bad.
empires. You gain the same number, so you don't lose pops. It just swaps the type. Xenophobes
They
love
just
this.
convert. Wait.
Yep.
So it just spawns in citizens of your species? It doesn't pull them from other planets?
Nope. It spawns in 500 pops of your species. It removes 500 aliens, and I think it sends 500 refugees to other empires.
Okay, that's kind of decent.
I
It's not very defined.
Well, it can strengthen your rivals by giving refugees, and
Right.
and generally speaking, if you conquer a planet, the species that's there will have higher habitability than your home, so you'll get lower hab
that's fair.
species. Xenophobes love that, but I wouldn't recommend it. Resettlement's very important early game, so I would definitely leave it how it is, with it enabled. Unless you really don't want to bother it, but it'll help you get colonies off the ground way quicker.
If you ban resettlement, if you ban forced resettlement, they'll resettle.
Your
faster
species is
themselves.
rooted, right?
Yeah, it is. So that's
You won't be able to colonize, like, for crap. You'll have 100 pops, and you won't be able to get more there until you get other
They
species.
can't automatically resettle, even if I do that. So.
Yep. So you're definitely not going to want to prohibit resettlement.
Yeah. Okay.
But, yeah, I would make sure population controls are, like, not useful. Because the only thing you can do with them now is prohibit a species from reproducing. So I would leave population controls off, and I would ban slavery, especially when you don't have any species you can enslave. And, oh yeah, you can control click to set the exact number of enforcers. Like, if you want 64 enforcers, you can control click the minus once. And blah blah, 64, and you're at 9% crime now. So. Anyways, I'm gonna stop watching the stream. Yep. But I just wanted to see, that's cool that you started right next to Xenophile Fallen Empire. In my single player game, I started not too far from one. It took a number of years, like 15 to find them, but it wasn't on the other side of the galaxy or something, and I'm already trading with them, or able to trade with them. I was knights, and the main deal you can do it.
Fallen Empires?
Once they reach patronizing with you, yes, you can do monthly trade deals, and I think you can sell them comms. I tried to offer them a comms deal, but the month rolled over and they decided that they wanted slightly higher price for it or something, and so they said no. But you can sell them comms, and you can definitely do monthly trades. The main monthly trade, Fallen Empires produce a lot of energy, so the main monthly trade you can do is you can give them food for energy. And you can usually trade them like 10 food for 11 energy, which, since it takes the same amount of labor to produce each, if you don't have an energy debuff like Knights of Toxic God do, you're going to want to do that. Knights actually don't want to do this because they get taxed 30% of all their trade income and energy. So it's bad. But for normal empires, trading food for energy with the Fallen Empire is really good. So, yeah, because you can usually profit off it. You know, you could trade them the output of 10 farmers for 11 farmers worth of energy, 11 technicians worth of energy, and then have fewer workers overall. So.
It would be so good if I could fight with actual frames.
Anyways, good time to pause?
Yep.
Yep.
Should I build a mining station on my 3 energy?
And I mean, I'm not going to be able to advise you on the exact numbers on where to build stuff all the time.
Right.
Your economic situation is different, especially because I'm bioship.
I think I'm good on energy, so maybe I should save for a building.
Yeah, I would probably focus your minerals on buildings.
Should I build a medical center ASAP?
No, medical centers are kind of crap. The best thing they do is they add habitability, which is really important.
But not on a world, huh?
Yeah, in my single player, I took genetic memory, so I can get 100% habitability without medical centers. And
But
here
the
I'm Mobots, so I don't need them, obviously. But you might want them, but not on your homeworld, only in your colonies, because the medical centers will. A fully staffed medical center will add 10% habitability, and habitability does job efficiency, so it's not like a modifier that's additive with other stuff anymore. It's a multiplicative multiplier. So if you have minus 50% job efficiency, it means you're going to produce half the stuff no matter how many pops or how many bonuses you have to production. So habitability is very important. So you definitely eventually want medical centers on brand new colonies. But you don't want them on your homeworld usually, unless you're like a farmer state, which is a megacore or civic you can take. You could actually look at it now.
Corporate culture site?
I personally like to focus, if I'm a mechanical ship, which I don't have much experience with bio, I personally like to focus on alloy foundries, like getting some of those up right in the beginning, or housing, so I can increase the rate of population growth. So I would say either an alloy foundry or luxury housing, usually, because you'll gain logistics growth, and don't forget I turn logistics growth up to a max of plus 10. So if you build luxury housing, it's going to really pay for itself in extra pop growth.
Yeah.
More than normal. So I suggest... Whoa, I have an amenity shortage in my capital. How did that happen? How did I end up in an amenity shortage? What went wrong? Weird.
Doesn't know anything about because it's not on team. Yeah.
Is it that thing that's eating your amenities?
I don't think so. Alright, 1146 civilians. Well, it's actually less, 1092, but I have extra job efficiency from efficient processors. So, 1096 civilians. They produce 573 amenities. What's their upkeep? Says amenities usage 0, but I'm sure that's incorrect. It's just not. I'm just gonna have to manually calculate this. I think 56, so yeah, it's a little more than one. Shoot, it is. My civilians actually produce less amenities than they consume, which is not normal. Normally they produce more than they consume, but they consume more than they produce because of the lubrication terminals. So I'm actually gonna.
What does the terminal do?
It consumes amenities, but gives me extra roboticist jobs, basically. Well, a special roboticist job that has the effect of, let's see. It increases pop assembly speed and pop assembly. So it's...
Oh, I see.
It not only acts like a roboticist, but a roboticist that amplifies the effect of all other roboticists, including themselves. So it's super, super fast pop production at the expense of really high amenities use. So that's what's going on. I have been retrofitting some pops into roboticists for like specialized, and I've been producing factory workers because I have no control over who I produce. The roboticists are working as traders. Hold on, I'm gonna fix that. The roboticist, I have a template that's designed just to work roboticist jobs, and they're working as traders. It doesn't want to make them work the lubrication terminals. What the hell?
Oh my god, please unfreeze me.
These pops have extra job efficiency working as for roboticist jobs. Lubrication terminals included. They must not... Frick, I bet that the devs didn't give extra weight to the pops working these jobs. That would be just like Paradox.
Right now,
What can I do about it?
They're immune to frost.
I can re-enable the precinct house for like a day. Cops for a day. You have to forgive me, I'm playing around because I can't make the game assign pops in a logical manner, so...
Oh, that's right.
Still with me?
Yep.
I'm trying really hard to make the game put the...
Here, I'm sending.
It's putting the freaking roboticist specialists everywhere but the roboticist jobs. I've tried everything. It won't put them where I want them. What the hell? Better not. It's making bureaucrats even though they're quarrelsome and should have reduced priority.
They get less by
Oh, that's
star.
engineers. But no, why are they...
Away.
Urgh. I give up on this game. What the hell? Paradox, they've clearly, like, accidentally made this have reduced weight for the job or something dumb as hell like that. Like, it's actually trying really hard not to make those pops do what they're good at.
They don't want to be.
When I'm not being
What
attacked
job
by
are they
them,
doing
they're-
instead of roboticists?
Literally every other job. I've tried disabling and re-enabling, and even when, like, they're all unemployed, and there's exactly the number of pops to fill the unemployed. Like, I have 200 unemployed pops and 0 roboticists, and I enable 200 roboticist jobs, and it will shuffle the pops away just to avoid making the roboticists work the roboticist jobs.
That's weird.
It's not weird, it's bad programming. Clearly the devs made it have reduced weight instead of increased weight. They, like,
Yeah.
missed a 1 or something, or missed a 0 or something dumb, you know? They want to do everything except the job they're good at. Because, like, specifically, they don't have loyalty circuits, so I prefer the only specialist jobs they work are lubrication terminals, because they give up loyalty circuits for it. Instead, they'll do literally anything but that. Loyalty circuits is also supposed to give increased weight to enforcer jobs, but I can't make them work those either for some reason. Or no, actually, they wouldn't work it because of that. So that makes sense, but they refuse to work in lubrication terminals. I've tried everything. I can disable pops from every other job, and they will still refuse to work the lubrication terminal jobs.
I still have cupcakes.
Right? I've disabled everything. I enable.
I think I should, though.
Boom. Every single one of the pops that's been auto-modded in the specialist tier, all 175 of them are unemployed, right?
Yeah.
Or actually... Alright, yeah, all 175 unemployed. There's nothing but 400 roboticist jobs. There's 425 normal pops and 175 of these. I could enable enforcers, and I did before, so there were 225 and 175, and it will literally... It assigns 400 of the pops that aren't specialized at roboticists and makes them artisans and traders and junk. This is infuriating. I cannot describe how annoying this is. It's doing literally anything other than the smart thing.